Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial we're going to do glass etching. So I have a whole bunch of projects that I've done in the past that I got out to show you. We're going to be etching this clear, well slightly green, clear cylinder glass piece from Goodwill. And I'm going to show you a bunch of others. And you're going to see how super easy it is. We're going to be using Armor Etch. I purchased this at Hobby Lobby. I bought the bigger bottle this time, but they do have a smaller one. This one was $16.99, but you do get a lot more in it. Anyways, it's fun, it's permanent, and if you've never etched glass before, you definitely got to give it a try. So as you are hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle all that good stuff. Let me just show you a couple here. And then we'll hop right in because I want to give my piece that we're going to etch a little bit of time to do its chemical thing. So this is my project that I was working on yesterday and this morning. Look how cute that is. And you guys, I just used, this is a new stencil that says, "Hello, Sunshine." On the top, it's meant for door hangers and things like that. And it's brand new, and I absolutely love the bottom of it. Oh my gosh, love, 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 love. So that's what I used to etch this, and it was easy peasy. So let me show you what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna just lay my piece of glass on this little towel so it doesn't roll off. And we're going to be using another sunflower style of a stencil, this. And this is from the B Quads, which is an adorable set. Whoops! It's an adorable set of 4 stencils. So, but we're going to use this one. And I did want to also point out that Magnolia has 4 or 5 others. They have the most fabulous stencil that is like cut in half and it says, "In a field, she's the sunshine in a field of roses," or something. It's really cute. They also have this one, which is called Daisies, but to me it looks like sunflowers. And then I did use the stencil that Magnolia doesn't currently have available, but it could come back at some future time, which is called Peace, Love, Sunshine. And I used that sunflower, and I'll show you all that in just a few minutes. So let me just get this out of my way. All right, so what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to take my stencil off the backing. I have used it 3 or 4 times. You could fuzz your stencil on a t-shirt like this, a pair of jeans, a low lint tea towel, that kind of thing. And I will tell you that when you are looking for glass that you can etch with a stencil, you want to pick glass that is as much as possible straight up and down, because if it has a big curve, it's going to be hard to get your stencil to go on it and stay on it. Fuzz in there. So you want it to be as straight as possible. And then there are other brands of etching cream beyond this Armor Etch. This is just the one that I happen to have now. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. I know for sure you can get it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so my stencil is on. And I think it's going to look cute with all this other stuff that I have going. I am planning to have lots of fresh hydrangeas from my yard over the summer. So I'm just making some fun little vases. Okay, so I just have a big blob. It's too much. And when I'm etching on something like this, I think it is easier to use a paintbrush than a squeegee. But if it was completely flat, then maybe it would be easier to use a squeegee. I don't know. I just like to use the paintbrush for something like this. So let me get this on. And I know for sure somebody is wondering, is this going to hurt your stencils? And the answer is no, absolutely not. In fact, if your stencils are kind of gunked up, sometimes this can help clear the mesh screen just a little bit. Okay, and there's no rush with this process to get the stencil off or to wash the etching cream off, but we will. I have a tub over here that I'll bring out and we'll do it. So you can let the etching cream sit on your glass on top of the stencil, or you could pull the stencil off and do it that way. It's totally up to you. And I usually try to let my glass have, at least 5 minutes to do its thing. It's like some chemical reaction that actually scratches the glass. This was also a Goodwill purchase. You can find cylinder things like this at Goodwill for like $1.09 or something, I think is what I paid for it. And this was that stencil that's Peace, Love, Sunshine that's not available anymore, but I did this one. And, oh, I did this also. It's a little bit harder to see. It's the same stencil design, and it is just on, I think this had gin or something in it, I don't know. So I cleaned the labels off of it and put some sand in it. You can kind of see that there. So those I did the same design. This right here is another Goodwill base, a straight up cylinder, and I used this daisy pattern, which to me, okay, it looks like daisies, but it also looks like sunflowers. So let me show you up close. I did this at least a year ago. And then I have some glasses to show you too. This was done with the Magnolia leopard print stencil design. I don't think it's available anymore, at least not this size. Although I do think it is available in this bigger size from this Welcome-ish stencil set. So you could do that if you wanted to. And then I also did this. These are Target glasses, and it has that all over daisy pattern on it. Okay, so here's what you need to know, and then I'll show you this right here. This particular brand doesn't have any bad odors or anything that you need to be concerned about breathing. You don't want to get it on your fingers. You don't want to eat it or put it, in your mouth or eyes or anything like that. But you really don't need to fret about it too much. You don't need to wear gloves and a mask. Unless you want to, unless you would feel more safe doing it. But I never do. Even the part where I'm going to wash this off in this tub of water, I'm going to use a paper towel. I'm not going to worry about getting just a little bit of this etching cream on my skin, because I can wipe them off and I can just go wash my hands really good a few minutes after I'm done with that. So it's pretty, I don't know what the warnings say, but if you get dries or you eat it, it's not good. But anyways, the smaller bottle of etching cream from Armor Etch is the name, the brand. It was around $6 or $7 at Hobby Lobby. Okay, this is a great question. Melissa Rose says, so if you etch on a drinking glass, it's safe to drink from it since the etching cream that we use. Well, yes, it's perfectly safe. You got to wash the etching cream off. And this is what it looks like when the cream is gone. And I will show you what it looks like with the cream on, which it has to be washed off. This is even dishwasher safe now. If it was dishwasher safe before, it's still dishwasher safe. And it's basically just like a chemical scratch in the surface of your glass. So it's perfectly safe. And just recently, I saw a post someone did. I'm going to try it. I don't know how it's going to work. But they used etching cream and a stencil on one of the Dollar Tree super highly glazed mugs, coffee mugs. And basically what it did is in that instance, it kind of took the shiny glaze off. It didn't take the color of the coffee mug off, but you could definitely see the design. And so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, this was a project that I did, just get this all in my way, that I did, I think last summer, and I'm going to replay this video. And where's the design? It's dusty. It needs to go in the sink because it's been under the cabinet. Okay, and what it says in it is, and it's really beautiful. I'll get a good picture. It says, even the wind and the waves obey him. And it's from the book of Matthew, and it's got this beautiful wave set. And then I just have some little pieces of chipped blue and green glass from Dollar Tree in the bottom and a battery-operated candle in the top, and it's gorgeous. So I think I will be replaying that on Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern if you want to see that video. And then I may possibly, we'll have to see what's going on with our schedule, do another Christ and Crafting a live one. We'll see. Okay, so let me get my little tub of water, and let's do this. Let me know if you would like my list of supplies. I'll include everything, you know, where I got it, all that information, and you can, I'll also include a replay. Okay, so I'm going to take my stencil off. I'm just going to stick it over here for the short term because I'm going to put my glass in the water. This is what it looks like when it has the etching cream on it. It's white. What you're seeing there is the cream. You're not seeing the etch. This is what it looks like when it's been washed off. There's no way that I am aware of to keep it white. You have to wash it off. And when you wash it off, what you will be seeing is the chemical scratching of the surface of your glass. So you'll still be able to see it. It just looks different, but look how amazing that stencil is. I have a whole set of, other than this, even the wind and the waves, I have a whole bunch of sunflower containers now. Okay, so what I would do is I would just go to my kitchen sink and I would run the water and I would get a paper towel and I'm just going to wash it off. You want to make sure that you have it all the way off. Let me get another something to make sure I got all of it off, because what you leave on is going to continue this process of etching. This is the tub that I'm always putting my stencils in case you're wondering. Dry this off. My tub of water. And it's got fingerprints and stuff all over it now, but it's really pretty. I love this design. It's going to be so beautiful with these other pieces that I have etched that have a sunflower theme. So that's what I wanted to show you. Let me know if you have any questions. Do with this or this. That's a heart. Feel free to sprinkle all that good stuff. If you want to replay, let me know that too. Just don't hesitate to reach out. Anyways, I appreciate you joining me, and I hope to see you. Okay, I see some good questions. I hope to see you again pretty much almost every day for crafting videos here at DIY Dreaming. I'm always doing things that are quick and easy, affordable, sometimes a little different, but they mostly involve faith, family, and flowers. So if you like those things, you're at the right place. Okay, a question about, can you use ink on these designs? You can use chalk paste on glass that isn't going to be washed. So if you just wanted to set it, put a candle in it and set it in your bookshelf, I could have done this in white chalk paste. I also could have done it in white ink, and it would be more pronounced, but neither one of those are fully permanent. Well, hey, Miss Patty Bell, I haven't seen your name in forever. How are you doing, friend? Anyways, yeah, so you can do that. You can try heat setting ink on a glass piece that you've stenciled in the oven, but the thing is, if the glass piece couldn't sit in a hot oven to begin with, it definitely can't sit in the hot oven after. So I just think glass etching is a better option, unless I did do some beautiful canisters last year that I used the Victorian pattern stencil on and white chalk paste. And this right here, let me show you this. This is a window that I did a few years ago using white chalk paste and this gorgeous stencil. And I haven't washed it. It's not hanging outside, so it's completely safe to do that. So that's an option too. I don't know how to paint the etching, Jane. You could try. But the etching is really understated and beautiful. And I think just on its own, it's lovely. Okie dokie. Well, have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you want my supplies or replay, or if you have any other questions.